actually see if this works. I think I'm going to end up doing it just like this, how I usually do it. Because for some reason, YouTube does not reward me when I do streams from my computer, which I find really odd. So we're just going to try it from my phone and run it. And then I'm going to look at the super chat through my laptop. So I guess I'm going to give this a few moments here and allow people to join. And we wait now. Now we play the waiting game. So I guess while I wait, I'm going to play guitar how I normally do it. And let's see what happens. Maybe no one cares on a Saturday night. That also is a possibility. Where are my guitar picks? Maybe nobody cares on a Saturday night. That's okay. Let's see what happens. Yo, what's happening, peeps? Yeah, go ahead and like the stream so we can push it out. Right now I'm trying to be like Jared James Nichols and play with my fingers. I'm gonna play just wow. Okay, that ups the ante real quick on the amount of people in the stream here. Yo, what's up? Okay, we're in the 3,000 subscriber live stream right now. This is a Q&A. Go ahead and leave me all the questions that you have, especially if you're new to the channel. If you are, if you've been around, much appreciated for you still being here. And also feel free to leave all your questions for the Q&A. And what else was I going to say? Oh, like the stream, so that way YouTube pushes out the stream into the algorithm right now. And I'm going to play guitar here as I wait for questions. But I do want to thank everybody for the 3,000 subscribers. Very much appreciated. For some reason, YouTube doesn't like it now when I stream on my laptop. I don't know why. It does not push the stream out to anybody when I do it from my laptop. But then when I do it on my phone, all of a sudden it's all good. So, not really sure what's up with that. Damn, you hit me with like a crazy question. Oh, message retracted. What the? Did you delete your own message, or is that YouTube that deleted it? What the heck? Well, I was gonna answer your question, but now the question is gone. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, hitting me with a just crazy off the cuff question right off the bat. All right. What do you think of Ozzy dying? Well, How do I answer that question? Um, I mean, it's tragic, but also I feel expected to some degree because he was definitely up there in years. And frankly, I think everybody was surprised that he was alive for this long. So I think he lived a great life, and rest in peace, I mean, that's all I have to say on that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think he lived a good career, and it is what it is. Definitely was a huge fan of the first two Ozzy albums. Never really was too into Black Sabbath personally, but I mean, yeah, his music was good. I'm not like a super Ozzy fan like some people, but yeah, I mean, I liked Ozzy. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. Do you have a wah? Yeah, I do actually. Where is it? It's right here. I don't have it plugged in though. Here's my mini wah. I used to have a big one, but I got rid of it because I was on tour and I hated having like the gigantic 12-foot or 12-inch long wah pedal. Take that however I guess that sounded saying that out loud. But yes, the mini wah is cool. I need to either fix it. Something's not working on it right now, and I don't remember what it is. I haven't used it in a while. Not a huge wah pedal player, truthfully. Let's see. Yo, how do I get better at legato, man? How do you get better at legato? To be honest, it's very simple. It's kind of a little bit of painstaking work if you're not into it. Too deep, but here, let me see if I got a pick though. Where's all my picks at? Hold on, let me get a pick and I'll tell you how to get good at legato. I don't know what I just did with all my guitar picks. Un momento here. Let's see what I got in this bag. I got like 5,000 picks here. All right, let's see what's happening. Say hi to my cat. That's Madison over there. And I don't know where my other cat's at. Maybe she'll end up coming out, but okay. Oh, she's over here. Okay, cool. Let's see here. How do you get good at legato? I'm going to show you right now. Very easy, simple exercise, okay? All 4 fingers in a row. I would do the same for alternate picking. Truthfully, you can use this exercise for so many different things. Literally just like this. Pick one note, and then just let your fingers do the rest of the work. All hammer-ons. If you're not hearing the notes of equal volume, then you probably have 1 or more fingers that you need to work on with that. Another even more basic thing to try right off the bat is just doing hammer-ons and pull-offs. Or go to the high string and do it. And see how long you can do that for. And then just, speed it up. Just do it with one hand, no pick, and then go to the next string. One pick stroke will do. And then, switch the fingers, obviously. Try it in an easier spot probably than that. If you go to the 12th fret or something. Just do the first finger, then do the second finger, or the third finger with it, and then do the 4th finger. Try that for a while, and then do the actual 4-note per string thing, going ascending. And then do all pull-offs. Okay, strengthen the pinkies. That's a big one. Okay, let's see here. James Gomez. Who was Ozzy's best guitar player, and why was it Jake? Is that the question, or are you telling me your answer? Maybe if you could be a little bit more specific with that question. But Ozzy's best guitar player, without a doubt, honestly, was Randy Rhoads. To me, that's not even really much of a question. He wrote the best material for Ozzy, in my opinion. And you know, Randy might not have been the most technically skilled guitar player, but he definitely was, I think, the best writer. To me, Randy Rhoads was almost like it was his band and Ozzy was just in it. It's kind of how I feel, actually. That's how good his writing was, because I really not a huge Ozzy fan after Randy passed. So pretty much just like the first two albums. Ozzy or Hogan, bro? What kind of question is that, dude? Well, I mean, to preface, I guess, my own thought, I wasn't really into wrestling like that. So, I mean, I guess Ozzy, but I feel like that's just, I can't really answer that question wholeheartedly. Because, you know, respect to the dead, you know, I can't really come at the live stream with any kind of disrespect to that kind of question. But I will say, I guess Ozzy, because I'm not really into wrestling like that. Although, fun fact, I did play in a band with a decently famous pro wrestler when I was out in Nashville. Um, so that was kind of cool. But I mean I haven't ever met Hogan or any of those guys or Ozzy or anyone like that. Let's see. Yeah, I was trying to do the Crazy Train solo, but man, that legato lick is challenging. You must be talking about the ending lick, which I think is F sharp minor. And I think it's like literally the scale, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? I probably need a lot more distortion for that. I actually don't even remember what it is now. Isn't it something like that? I mean, I'm totally butchering that, but I can't remember what it is right off the bat, but it's something like that. I actually used to play it every night in a cover band that I was in, and I had it down really solid, and somehow the muscle memory has left me in this moment. But yeah, if you're learning the Crazy Train thing, the first thing you should really do with that is just get like the tapping stuff and kind of the first part, because that last lick of the solo is kind of its own exercise. So what I would do is I would just learn the entire solo, you know, with the tapping. See if I even, man, I'm failing the solo right now because I can't remember how to play it. What is it? No. Man, this guitar isn't giving me the tones that I want right now. I think I need to switch guitars. Hold on. Let me get a little bit more powerful pickups here to give you some input on the Randy Rhoads thing here. Let's see if this does it for me here with the Yngwie Strat. I think I got a fat noise gate on this, and I can't take it off because my phone is doing the stream, and I have to. Well, anyways, okay. Something like that. Master that part first. There's a million ways you can play that. You can do it with the middle finger tapping. But I have a noise gate. Or you could do, well, if I could go up, you could do the ups with it. What is it? Get all that first, and then just focus on the F sharp minor run, which, yeah, I guess I was playing it not legato, huh? It is legato. You're right about that part. So anyways, there you go. If you have questions, you know, also feel free to email me if you got guitar questions. I actually do respond to all the emails for the most part. If I didn't respond, it's literally because I missed it. So you can email me again if that happens. 4X says, familiar with Ralph Santola? I don't think I am. Who is that? James Gomez. Are those stacked pickups in the Yngwie? Yes, these are stacked single coils. That's why they sound like humbuckers. If you check out my Yngwie Malmsteen guitar review there. You can kind of see like all the specs to the fullest degree, but yeah, right now I actually need to go float the bridge on this. It's hard-tailed right now, which is why I can't do the up whammies like I want to. And I have a noise gate heavily on this amp right now. I guess I could go through my interface here, but right now I'm just using this little Spark Go as my amp. That thing's literally the size of my hand. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. I don't know if you guys ever used these before. That's the craziest amp I've ever seen. Does it sound amazing? I would give it like a 6 out of 10. I honestly use it for teaching a lot. I mean, I got 4 settings, clean, the crunch, more gain, and then the highest of all gain. It does well for teaching, but I mean, obviously, never record with this in your life or play a gig is not possible. But it has its moments. But that's the reason I can't get the noise gate off right now, is because my phone is what controls the amp settings, and I can't access it because I'm doing the live stream on my phone. So we will just live with the noise gate, and I'll just be pressing really hard to get the notes out for whatever we're playing. I also have the Yngwie Malmsteen guitar picks. Check that out. Hope maybe you can see that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. But yeah, the Yngwie picks are sick. The Yngwie guitar is sick. What can I say? There you have it. Yeah, and to everybody in the stream right now that's new, please like the stream so that way it gets pushed out. And also, thank you to all of you that have subscribed to the channel. We just rolled over 3,000 subscribers last night. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for enjoying all my incredibly controversial content that I put out. Let's see here. Play a song. Well, you got to tell me like what song, dude. I don't even think this is in tune. Let me tune this real quick. Let's see what I'm cooking with here. Play Freebird. Dude, you know what's crazy? Is I actually don't even know how to play that. I purposely have not learned all the songs that are banned from Guitar Center. I know, dude. I what can I say? To everybody, though, that asked me about if chords go out of tune on the Yngwie Strat, no. You just can't press hard. You have to basically relearn how to play guitar if you buy one of these and just play with like the lightest touch possible. It works for me because I already don't press hard. Part of the reason is because I have no grip strength in my hand, and that's due to having a ganglion cyst embedded inside of my palm here that cannot be surgically removed without the risk of me never playing again. Found that out about 3 years ago when I was experiencing some wrist issues. It was like, oh yes, you have a ganglion cyst inside of your hand and it will just be there forever. There's nothing you can do. I'm like, perfect. So I've lost all grip strength in my left hand, which has also made it incredibly easy to play the Yngwie Strat. So a lot of people struggle with, heavy-handed touch, and I guess for me that's just normal now. So now you can hear on all the chords, are very in tune. If you play some jazz or something. Wrong note. obviously hear that, the pickups probably don't want these pickups for jazz. Play, what does it say? Is that the Freebird? Is it C, D, E minor, G, like this? I blow, thank you. I'm aware of the fact that I blow. As a guitar player, I can't play shit. I suck so bad, dude. Thank you for acknowledging that. Okay. Ask me some questions, peeps. See what happens. Oh, I blow at jazz. No, I can play jazz, dude. Any Yngwie Malmsteen? I'm actually in a jazz trio, so dude's tripping, bro. Thoughts about scalloped versus fanned frets. Is this like my pops in the stream or something? Sir Gage Robin is in the stream. Is that me? Or is that my dad? Or my cousin? Who's in the stream right now? Scalloped versus fan frets. Scalloped frets are, oh, okay, my dad's in the stream. Everyone say what's up to my pops. Fan frets are cool. Kind of different strokes for different folks, but I prefer the scalloped frets. What does it say? Mav says any Yngwie Malmsteen. Are you asking me to play Yngwie Malmsteen? Nah, like blowing in jazz means soloing and just going off. Okay, see, I'm stupid. See, if that's what that means, maybe I am dumb, because I did not know that. But I'm not really like a jazz guy. I'm just kind of like, I guess a shred guy that plays jazz occasionally. So maybe that's why I didn't know that terminology. But I am a huge jazz fan and a fan of playing jazz. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I learned a new thing, if that is actually what that means. Or maybe everyone in the stream is messing with me, and that's not true. Can I play some Frank Sinatra? Let's see. What key is it in? No, D minor. I'm failing. There you go. There's my jazz for you, some Frank Sinatra. I promise that's a real thing in jazz, blowing over changes. There you go. I just blew over some Frank Sinatra. How about that? I don't know. No, I appreciate the sentiment and that you're not messing with me. That's nice. Rocket White says, what's happening? How's it going? What's happening? We're doing the 3,000 subscriber live stream. Just rolled over 3K subs last night. Thank you, everybody who supports the channel. If you have been a supporter of the channel, then you already know about this guitar, because I did a review of it. I also played Far Beyond the Sun on this guitar for the official cover recording of the Yngwie Malmsteen tune. And might do another Yngwie tune. Let me know which one you want me to do. I'm thinking Trilogy Suite would probably be the next one that would make the most sense for me to do. If you throw out like some random Yngwie tune that I've never tried, well, that's probably gonna be really hard. It takes time to put out these covers of Yngwie, okay? It's not like I just woke up and it's like, I'm a YouTuber now and I'm just gonna play some Yngwie to impress the masses. Like, nah. It takes a lot of time to put the Yngwie stuff together, I'm not gonna lie. Especially to play like the entire song note for note with no mistakes is pretty difficult. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Anyone that says otherwise is probably lying to you, if I'm being totally honest. So it is what it is. But yeah, let me know the next Ingve thing you want me to do. Rocket White says, turn on. How's the Frontman for almost 30 years and I recently retired from it? Rock on, little bro. You must be saying that's the name of your band. If you could clarify. Zen Blocks. Hey, can you see me? I got a question. Yeah, hit me, bro. How to correct chewed up my autocorrect chewed up your comment. Oh, you're talking into your phone? I got you, bro. Zen Blocks. I'm new to guitar. Can you help me? Electric Fender Telecaster. Yeah, what's the question though? Is that the question? Should you get a Tele? Because truthfully, I'm not a Tele fan, but also if you're into that kind of guitar, I'm not going to deter you from it. Maybe you really like country. I just don't really like the way Teles look. I don't know how to play. That would be a longer conversation than this live stream, truthfully. Rocket White. No, I said I was a frontman for 30 years and recently retired. Oh, okay, cool. What band, dude? Hit me with the band. I've fronted quite a few bands. I honestly enjoy being not the frontman. Frontman is stressful. Because if you're like not feeling it, it's really tough. You know what I mean? Getting in front of the crowd, like maybe you're just having an off day. It's like, dang, today I don't want to be the front man. And then you have to be the front man, and it totally sucks sometimes. So, I don't know. That's been my experience with being a front man from time to time. It is what it is. Maybe I should do a different one. I'm not ready to perform in front of you right now. Seems low. You're saying like, oh wait, what does it say? Mikhail? Is that your name, Mikhail? I don't even know if I said that right. Troll. We have a troll here. See, I didn't even read the comment before I called that out. You know what? We'll let you live for now in the stream. Maybe I will ban you in a moment. I don't know. It just depends how I feel in a second. Let's see. James. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. James Gomez says seems low. Are you talking about the volume of my guitar? Or something else? Sat12 tagged me, or do they tag my pops? They tag me? No, they tagged me. Okay. My pops is in the stream, guys. We have the same name. What if I could show you evidence that Satriani played, not just influenced 2 solos on Injustice for All? That is intriguing to me, although you're going to definitely get me a lot of hate, bro. That was easily, by a landslide, the most hated video I've ever done on the channel. Like, I think the like to dislike ratio was like definitely waning on that video. I think I got like 77% likes or something like that, which is pretty bad because I usually get like 90%. So, you know, if you have like some undisputable evidence, I would consider actually looking at that. But if it's some kind of like fluff, you know, hearsay stuff, I can't really, I mean, I don't even know if you're asking me to make a video on it, but I definitely couldn't make a video on it unless it was actually like 100% true. But I do find that intriguing either way. I mean, feel free to email me because I would be interested personally, regardless if I made a video on it or not. But it does sound, I mean, that sounds cool. I honestly probably could believe that. Because you're saying if Satriani played on the record, is that what you're saying? Or just influenced? Well, actually, let me say this. I don't think Satriani played on the record because I feel like, not to sound like complete douche by saying this, but I mean, the solos would have sounded a lot better if he actually played them. I feel like you would definitely be able to tell that Satriani played the damn solo versus Kirk Hammett. in terms of how clean they are. If that was the case. So I don't know if I could actually buy into him playing on the record. I mean, you'd have to like literally show me a video of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I basically said everything that I actually thought in that video. So if there was anything more like you have there of evidence of him actually playing on a Metallica record, that would be like new information to me, and I'd have to really like look into that heavily, and think about it for a while before I was like, oh, maybe that happened. You know what I mean? Or if you just straight up had a picture or a video, it's like, oh, here's Satriani playing Blackened, and it's like, okay, well, and he's like in the studio with them. That would be pretty compelling. But anything else, I don't know, man. I mean, it just depends on what kind of, I guess, evidence or that you have. But yeah, feel free to email me. I'm not opposed to hearing what you have to say on that. I just would be skeptical is all. James Gomez, Rude Mood. Yeah, that's what I was gonna play, and then I was like, I'm not in the zone right now to actually play it good and not have it sound like complete crap. Thomas Frala, you turned me on to Lauryn Hill. Many thanks. Oh, thank you for the comments. Lauryn Hill is one of my favorite artists of all time. I don't talk about like other music as much on the channel because obviously a lot of that music is not really guitar driven. Although Santana did play on one of her songs. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, I don't really talk about like R&B or hip hop or even a lot of jazz stuff, funk soul. I don't really talk about that stuff on my channel just because I mean, you guys are not really here for that. You guys are really more here for me to talk about like what me and this dude were talking about with Satriani or Ingve or a lot of more like the shred stuff, I would say. So that's kind of why I don't really talk about it that much. But truth be told, I actually am a huge R&B and hip hop fan. Like you wouldn't even know. Definitely Lauryn Hill. Definitely Amy Winehouse. I even like SZA, to be honest. Like I like a lot of new stuff coming out too. Remy Wolf. You probably like Remy Wolf if you like Lauryn Hill. She's also a really awesome R&B singer. I was riff. Oh, I see. Okay. Satch is so good. He can play perfectly and mimic Kirk's microtonal idiosyncrasies. That's actually kind of funny. I mean, maybe, although I feel like if he was gonna record on a record, he wouldn't even do that. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you're gonna mimic Kirk bending out of tune? That's kind of crazy. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's things that maybe happened, and I don't know. Amazonian Mirage. See, your comments are getting boosted because you keep tagging me. That works. That's cool. Would you ever consider doing a solo show with a looper and drum machine? Yeah, I actually have done quite a few solo gigs with the looper pedal. Never done it with a drum machine, but I usually kind of do like, some slap, kind of like. I don't know, something like that with the looper pedal is usually how I do like a solo gig, and then I just improv the entire gig. Because usually what happens is people are like, hey, can you give me background music for a gig? They don't even want songs, you know what I mean? Like, so they just don't care what you play. So as long as it kind of like sets the tone of the mood, you know what I mean? Then everyone's cool with it. So that's usually what I do for the actual solo gig. Sometimes they take a lot out of me though. Like the times I've done them and I've had to play like over an hour and a half, it does start taking a toll on my hands because you kind of can't catch a break when you're the only one. You just have to like keep playing. Do you like Ian, what's his name? Ian, what, DSA? Billy Talent. Is that the singer of Billy Talent? I do like Billy Talent. They're a good band, for sure. I like a lot of that punk rock stuff. Can I play Smoke on the Water? No, dude. That one's too hard. I'm just kidding. I think I'm actually in, yeah, it's half step down, yeah. I bet my neighbors hate me for that one. Love jamming neo soul and lo-fi tracks. Yeah, me too. Actually, the guitar course that well, I put it out and then I actually have retracted it because I want to use a different website to put the course on. But I actually did make a couple kind of neo soul backing tracks for everybody that gets the course. So, and a lot of the original music I'm writing right now is kind of more in that R&B realm a little bit. So when you hear me put out some original music soon, which I have a couple on the channel, but when you hear me actually like put out the full album, you're gonna be like, "What, dude? I thought you were like an Ingve guy." It's like, well, I am, but you know, I also am like blending Ingve and Lauryn Hill together. I mean, I'm kind of joking, but I don't know. I honestly don't even know. I listen to so many things. You know what I mean? I love all music. I really don't have a limit to what I like. I pretty much like something in every genre. Um, the only thing I mean I've really not gotten into is country. You know, do you play any hip hop songs on guitar? Yeah, I probably could. You know what's funny is I did some Lil Wayne covers of like me doing some interesting stuff with some of his like not his like albums that he played guitar on, but like some of his actual classic stuff. And I took them and did it on guitar, and then the videos got like no views. So I was just like, well, it is what it is. I've done a couple like I did like one SZA Kendrick song on guitar, and I did like my own thing with that. I did some. I actually did like a Drake Jimi Hendrix fusion thing, like the very beginning when I started the channel. That one kind of did all right. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a different crowd. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just don't like hip hop that are into like guitar stuff. So it's kind of hard to do that on the channel. If I'm being honest, like I feel like the majority of the audience isn't really into it. So that's why I don't really do that much of it for YouTube per se, unless it's original music. Like you've heard, if you check out like my original songs, you'll see like I have rappers on my songs and stuff. But it's not like the main focus of the channel just because I know a lot of people are like not really into hip hop. So that's fine, but I definitely am into it for sure. Hey dude, watching from South Florida. Very nice. Never been to South Florida actually. I have been to North Florida though. Many times. 4 hour Scott Petrie says 4 hour acoustic gigs are treacherous on the hands. Yes. Definitely on acoustic, bro. That would kill me. That would literally take me out. Instantly demonetize. What did I even say though? That got me demonetized, or I don't know what I would have said on the stream. Um, maybe maybe I'm talking too fast. Let's see. I do country gigs. It's an acquired taste, but have an awesome female vocalist makes it enjoyable. Yeah, good female singer is definitely clutch. If you can get a good singer that shows up and is reliable, you'll have some good gigs coming in. Your dad, this is kind of funny. Is it better to alternate pick everything? As the years go on, I notice a difference in sound just down picking when trying to play heavier stuff. Oh, you're saying like for rhythm guitar? I mean, it really depends on what you're trying to play. If it's like all metal, dude, down picking is where it's at. Oh, Smoke on the Water got me demonetized. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. It probably did, honestly. Like, whatever. This stream isn't about making a dollar. It's really just for you guys, you know, to give back to my fans, to my audience, to my supporters. But no, I mean, truthfully, I don't really care if the stream gets demonetized. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. Yeah, if you're playing heavier stuff, definitely down picking, bro. Depending on what you're doing. I mean, if it's some like crazy like rhythmic stuff, like I don't know, like something that just has like a million notes, like I don't know. That I mean, I don't even know what I'm playing with that. But if it's something like very fast like that, definitely probably can't down pick it. Like you're just gonna have to alternate pick, and that's normal, you know. But if it's something like kind of James Hetfieldy, down picking is where it's at for sure. Um, Amazonian Mirage. Did you get to see this young guitarist similar to Buried Alive style? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Name is Davin Glover, and he fuses hip hop and polyphia, Tosin Abasi type techniques. Yeah, I know his stuff for sure. Yeah, he's cool. I mean, he does like. Here's the thing with Buried Alive and Davin Glover is they do fake their videos, but I think they're kind of cool with it, to be honest. I mean, they like play it, but they just do a multiple takes, you know, and then they do the whole mime thing over it, which is pretty typical for that kind of music. Because I mean, some of the stuff they're playing is impossible to play. Like guitars don't sound like that, you know what I mean? So it's like a certain sound they're going for. I think where Davin Glover has went wrong is where he tries to convince people that he's actually playing that in real life, which is not true. There's ways that he fakes his edits too, like on the videos where he'll actually like turn off his amp and just play acoustic and then have the track actually like just the raw audio playing and he'll play over it to make it sound like he's actually playing it live. But it's all fake. So that's my only kind of thing with him is I feel like he should just come out and be like, hey, I'm not actually like playing this in real life, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. Like if you that music isn't really like you can't really do it in real life. So it's not really meant to be like um it's like you're not fooling anyone, you know what I mean? Like if you're a pretty seasoned player, you're gonna know he's faking it. So I don't really know how he tries to pass it off. But the Buried Alive guy doesn't. He's like actually honest about what he does. Like I've seen him straight up just be like, I don't care about if I can play it in real life. I just want to make music that I like, and I respect that. Tim Henson can actually play his stuff in real life though. Tosin as well. Um, let's see. Scott Petrie saw your video earlier. Got me to sub. It was really relatable. Well, thank you. I'm not sure which video that was, but I do appreciate it. Your dad. Looking jacked too, man. Well, thank you. I do go to the gym like 4 days a week and pretty much haven't missed for like 6 years. So that's the goal. Stay in shape. It'll actually help your playing. I don't know. I believe that. I do feel like playing guitar is kind of like an athletic sport in a way. So I do try to stay in shape pretty damn good if I can. Scott from South Carolina. One comes to mind with downpicking. Are you're talking about like literally what I just played? Here, let me turn this down. You could probably hear sirens in the background. That's because, well, I guess that's just because. Let's see. Let me turn this down a little bit so my neighbors don't hate me. Yeah, that's the triplet thing. Triplet, triplet, one. Triplet, triplet, one. Triplet. What part am I trying to play, actually? Let me play the fast part. No, what am I? Hold on, I gotta think how this goes. Well, let me play the first part. No, I added a note. Yeah, I'm not down picking that. I probably got demonetized for that too. Let me switch pickups. And then the second part. I'm playing it wrong because I can't think of how it goes right now. But the rhythm, if you're gonna count, it should be Triplet, triplet one, triplet, triplet one, triplet one, triplet, triplet one. The one count isn't the actual count, but that's a good way to memorize it if you're trying to learn it, so it doesn't sound like a million notes at once. But if you're gonna count the part of the ending of one when it gets into like the fast beat, it would be triplet, triplet one, triplet, triplet one, triplet two, triplet, triplet one, triplet, triplet one, triplet two. That's how you'd actually count it. And if it's written on music, it's a bunch of sextuplets, but just break it up into triplets and just practice the alternate picking triplet, triplet one, triplet, triplet one. Accent the one downbeat, and then probably do an upstroke for the fast part on the last one would help you as well. Yeah, if you have any actual like deeper questions about that, I can help you, but feel free to email me on that. So, because it's kind of like too much to explain and not easy to explain in a short amount of time if you're like really struggling with it, but that's the gist of it. But definitely not all downstrokes. That would be impossible. I think the tempo is like 100 BPM or something, so that wouldn't really be possible. Let's see here. Stuff like that sounds like video games to me. The Satriani Hammett video. Oh, well, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I was just saying how that was like the most controversial video I've ever put out on the channel. So I appreciate you liking it because a lot of people definitely did not receive the message, but that's okay. Amazonia Mirage. Tosin is an innovator and influential, but to me, not soulful at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge Tosin fan, so I feel you. Definitely kind of came up with a style of playing for sure, though. But I don't really listen to Animals as leaders or his solo stuff. I'm not really into his guitars, so I feel you on that. Scott Petrie, one of my favorite guitarists, is Eric. Man, you guys are gonna hate me for not knowing who that is. Eric Gales? Is that how you say it? I suck, dude. I don't know who that is. Eric Gales is really, really good. Is he in a band that I would know? Maybe I just don't know his name. What does it say? Rang in the New Year's with EG at Rum Boogie. It was epic. Yeah, I need to check this out. Who do you think play the best neoclassical apart from Yngwie? Definitely Jason Becker. But I wouldn't even consider Jason Becker neoclassical. He kind of does everything. I mean, you have to think of it in this way. If you know, like enough about classical music, you'll know that Yngwie kind of does more of like the Baroque era, which would be like Bach, Paganini, Vivaldi. There's a bunch of other ones that I'm not thinking of at the moment. But those are Baroque era composers, very heavy on the violin is usually the forefront of the music or harpsichord, stuff like that. And then you go to the classical era, which is Mozart, Beethoven. For some reason, man, this day, it's not my day today. I'm having a bunch of brain farts at the moment. But yeah, I mean, Mozart and Beethoven would be like the two biggest ones from the classical era. And then you would go into the Romantic era, which would be all of my favorites, which would be Chopin, Franz Liszt, Mendelssohn, Tchaikovsky would be Romantic era, where the music basically gets way, way more technical than, a lot of the stuff that preceded it. So I would not really put Jason Becker in the same category because I feel like he did a lot more of the Romantic era type of stuff. I mean, in a sense, his playing is actually more technical than Yngwie. If he was still playing guitar, we'd probably see the fruits of his labor more so now and have a better perspective on it. Obviously, his writing, though, is insane. So, Jason Becker is definitely one of the GOATs. Julian Lage, is that the girl? The girl that plays classical guitar? Pretty sure it is. If it is the person I'm thinking of, she's really good, for sure. I have the 24 Caprices on CD. Listen to it on the drive. Yeah, I mean, those are insane. playing those on any instrument is insane. Paganini's crazy for sure. So yeah, Caprice number 5. Yeah, that is the one Jason Becker did. That's also the one Steve Vai did in the Crossroads movie that kind of made it famous for guitar players. Jason Becker definitely played it a lot cleaner though. It's just not, yeah, Jason Becker's crazy. Scott from South Carolina, was your guitar purchased with a scallop neck? I would like to try one out. Yeah, this one was purchased with the scallops because this is an Yngwie model. My black one over there, I had it scalloped for me, and then my Jackson is in the shop right now, also getting scalloped. So at this point, I pretty much, I guess you could say, only play scalloped guitars. Look at that. That's all I own now, is scalloped necks. Let's see here. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, and then I'm probably gonna jump off here. So let's see here. Eric, am I saying his name right? Eric Gales plays blues, but he's a lefty and plays with strings in upside down gauge sequence like Albert King. Didn't Jimi Hendrix do that too? He is a great player. Also, okay, there you go. Also has Hendrix influences. That's cool. Albert King's great as well. He's a jazz guitarist, Julian Lage. Okay, I don't know where I know that guy from. I do know him though. I know the name. I don't know why it's spacing on me today. Eugene Trickbag. Okay. I don't know who that is either. Yeah, I forgot about that being played in Crossroads. I still haven't seen that movie. You know, I actually haven't seen the movie either. I just know that scene from the movie. Do you prefer scallops to clams? Yeah. I mean, okay, in terms of the food, yes, for sure. I'll eat scallops over clams like all day. Great performer too. Incredible vibe. Yeah, I'll have to check all these guys out. I appreciate you guys telling me. Real quick, if you want lessons from me, email me. Well, it's probably not going to be on this live stream, but literally all my other videos have my email address in the description and also the pinned comment. So if you want to learn some Yngwie, if you want to learn, I don't know, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, if you want to learn how to play, I don't know, Led Zeppelin, dude. Whatever you're inspired by. But if you like my videos and you like my style, obviously, and you want lessons, feel free to email me. And, you know, I will get back to you because I do have a couple slots open right now at the time of the stream. So if that sounds like that's for you, feel free to email me, sergedrobin@gmail.com, just like my YouTube channel, same name, everything. And I will be re-dropping the guitar course at some point, but I want to put it through a different website than the one I was using. And I don't know, I didn't really like the one I was using, so I took it down, but that's okay. So either way, you know where to find me and all my links and all that stuff. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you for 3,000 subscribers, and I think I'm going to sign off. So thank you for everybody that's been in the stream, and have a great night.